There is a sour, tangy liquid sitting in most refrigerators in America right now that can stop a leg cramp in under 90 seconds. Not a drug, not a supplement you order online, something you probably already have next to your ketchup and mustard. And a study from the journal Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise proved it works. Not because it puts minerals into your body, but because it sends a signal to your brain that tells your muscle to stop cramping. Right now, almost instantly. I will show you exactly what this liquid is and how to use it. But if you don't understand the root cause I'm about to explain, this remedy will completely fail in your body. So stay with me. The next few minutes could change your nights forever. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah. Welcome to the Senior Health Podcast. If you're new here, I'm a geriatric specialist, and this podcast is my way of fighting for you because I believe your pain has been ignored for far too long. I want to tell you about Harold. Harold was 74, retired mechanic, the kind of man who rebuilt transmissions with his bare hands and never complained about anything, ever. But 3 years ago, Harold started getting leg cramps at night. Not little twitches. I'm talking about cramps so violent, his wife Carol told me he would scream in the dark. His calf would lock up like a fist and stay that way for 8, sometimes 10 minutes. He told his doctor. You know what his doctor said? Harold, you're 74. It's just part of getting older. But here's what really broke my heart. Harold stopped driving his grandchildren to school. Why? Because one morning, a cramp seized his right calf while his foot was on the gas pedal, and he could not move it. He pulled over shaking, kids crying in the back seat. After that day, he handed Carol the keys and said, I can't be trusted behind the wheel anymore. This man who built engines for 40 years was now afraid to drive. That is not okay. That was never okay. But then I discovered something about what was happening inside Harold's muscles, and everything changed. I'm going to share exactly what I showed him with you right now. Before I show you the foods, I need you to understand why this is happening inside your body. And here's what honestly frustrates me. Most doctors will look at you, a patient in real pain, and say, well, you're 70. What do you expect? That is lazy medicine. That is an excuse. This is not just you getting older. Your body is sending you a very specific distress signal, and I'm about to decode it for you. Here is what is actually going on. Your muscles work like a lock and key system. Calcium tells your muscle to contract, to squeeze, and magnesium tells it to relax, to let go. You need both. But as you get older, your body absorbs less magnesium from food. And here's the part nobody tells you. Common medications that millions of seniors take every single day are making it worse. Diuretics, those are water pills. They flush potassium and magnesium right out of your body through your urine. Statins, they disrupt your muscle cells' energy supply and destabilize calcium release. So what happens? Calcium keeps telling your muscle to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. But there's not enough magnesium to say, okay, let go now, and the muscle locks. That's your cramp. That's that rock-hard calf at 2 in the morning. Now let me give you a picture that will make this click instantly. Think of your garden hose. Imagine the hose has mineral buildup inside. That's your blood vessels producing less nitric oxide, the molecule that keeps them open. Now imagine someone kinked the hose. Water barely trickles out. That is your leg muscle being starved of blood, oxygen, and minerals. And the sprinkler head? It's stuck on, locked in one position, because the valve handle is rusted. That valve handle is your magnesium. It's the off switch, and it's missing. But here's the good news. You can restore that valve. You can clean out that hose, and you can do it with foods that are probably already sitting in your kitchen. And the science backs this up. A randomized double-blind trial published in the Nutrition Journal in 2021 found that the right form of magnesium, taken at bedtime for 60 days, significantly reduced both the number of nighttime cramps and how long they lasted. Sleep quality improved dramatically too. I want you to hear that again. Fewer cramps, shorter cramps, better sleep. In just 60 days. Not surgery, not expensive drugs. Just the right mineral, in the right form, at the right time. All right, let's get into it. Here is your morning protocol. 3 simple things you do within the first 30 minutes of waking up. And I want you to write these down or screenshot this right now. Remedy number 1. I call this the Cramp Buster Tonic. Take 1 to 2 tablespoons, that's 15 to 30 milliliters, of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, the kind with the mother on the label. Mix it into 8 ounces, 240 milliliters of warm water. Add a teaspoon of raw honey and a squeeze of fresh lemon. Now here is why this works, and this is fascinating. The acetic acid in vinegar does not work by replacing minerals. It triggers something called TRP channels, trip channels, in the back of your throat. These receptors send a lightning-fast neural signal through your vagus nerve, straight to the overactive motor neurons that are causing the cramp. And they tell those neurons to shut down. Researchers at Brigham Young University proved that pickle juice, which works by the exact same mechanism, reduced cramp duration by 49 seconds compared to water. Not because of electrolytes, because of a nerve reflex. So sip it slowly. Let it hit the back of your throat. That's the key. Safety note: if you're on diabetes medication like metformin or insulin, apple cider vinegar can lower blood sugar further. Monitor your glucose. Always dilute it, never drink it straight. And rinse your mouth with plain water after to protect your tooth enamel. Remedy number 2, the Power Smoothie. Blend 1 banana, 1 cup, that's 30 grams of baby spinach, 1 cup, 240 milliliters of milk, dairy, or fortified plant-based, and 1 tablespoon of almond butter. That's it. Why? That single glass delivers roughly 420 milligrams of potassium from the banana, nearly 160 milligrams of magnesium from the spinach and almond butter, and 300 milligrams of calcium from the milk. You just reloaded every mineral your muscles were starving for overnight. One warning: if you take ACE inhibitors, like lisinopril, for blood pressure, high potassium foods need to be discussed with your doctor first. And if you're on warfarin, keep your spinach intake consistent week to week. Don't suddenly eat a lot more or a lot less. Vitamin K in spinach affects how warfarin works. Last part of your morning protocol, the morning wake up. And this takes just 5 minutes. Sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. First, ankle pumps. Point your toes down toward the floor, then pull them up toward your shins. Do that 15 to 20 times each foot. You should feel a gentle warmth spreading through your calves. That's blood flow waking up. Next, seated calf raises. Keep your feet flat, then slowly lift your heels off the floor. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Lower. Repeat 10 to 15 times. If you feel any sharp pain or cramping, stop. That's your body saying, not yet. Ease back and try fewer reps tomorrow. Now, this next part is my favorite. These are the things you'll do tonight, right before you close your eyes. They're gentle, they're calming, and they work while you sleep. Remedy number 1, the Golden Sleep Elixir. Warm 1 cup, 240 milliliters of milk in a saucepan. Low heat, do not boil. Whisk in half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, and, this is the secret, a tiny pinch of black pepper. That pepper contains piperine, and it increases turmeric absorption by up to 2,000%. Add half a teaspoon of honey. Sip it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Turmeric's curcumin is a powerful anti-inflammatory. The warm milk delivers 300 milligrams of calcium plus tryptophan, which your brain converts to melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. But I need you to hear this. If you are on warfarin or any blood thinner, you must talk to your doctor before drinking golden milk regularly. Curcumin has blood-thinning properties. New Zealand's Medicine Safety Authority documented a case where turmeric pushed a patient's INR to dangerously high levels. This is not something to take lightly. Remedy number 2, Tart cherry juice. 8 ounces, 240 milliliters of unsweetened Montmorency Tart cherry juice. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Tart cherries are one of the only natural food sources of melatonin. They also deliver roughly 300 milligrams of potassium, and powerful anti-inflammatory compounds called anthocyanins. Anthocyanins. One study showed they reduced inflammatory markers by 25%. Have you ever wondered why you wake up with cramps at 2 in the morning instead of 2 in the afternoon? Because blood flow and mineral circulation drop at night. This is your insurance policy. Now, grab a bath towel, sit on the edge of your bed, loop it around the ball of 1 foot, leg extended. Now gently pull the towel toward you until you feel a stretch in the back of your calf. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Breathe. Repeat 2 to 3 times on each leg. Then lie back. Lift one leg. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, and pull it gently toward your chest with the towel. Hold 20 to 30 seconds. Switch sides. A randomized trial of 80 adults over 55, published in the Journal of Physiotherapy, found that doing these stretches before bed significantly reduced how often nighttime cramps occurred. Remember Harold? This was the very first thing I had him do, night 1. And he told me the next morning, "Doc, I only woke up once instead of 3 times. That was the beginning. Now, knowing my own dad, I know exactly what some of you are thinking right now. What if I'm on blood thinners or diabetes medication? Great question. The Cramp Buster Tonic and the smoothie are generally safe, but if you're on warfarin, keep your spinach and green vegetable intake consistent and talk to your doctor about the golden milk. If you're on diabetes medication, monitor your blood sugar more closely for the first week. Small adjustments, not big changes. Your pharmacist is your best friend here. What if I'm over 80? Is it too late for me? Absolutely not. Your muscles still respond to minerals and movement at any age. The stretches I showed you can be done entirely in bed. Start with fewer reps, go gentler, but start. I've had patients in their late 80s tell me they saw improvement within the first week. What if I've tried everything and nothing works? Then I need you to keep watching, because what I'm about to reveal next may explain exactly why nothing has worked. There is a hidden saboteur, and you might be taking it every single morning. And I want to be completely transparent with you right now. I am a doctor, but I am not your doctor in this video. These remedies are powerful. I've seen them work on Harold and on hundreds of patients, but they do not replace your personal medical care. Please, always talk to your physician before starting anything new. And whatever you do, never stop your medication suddenly without your doctor's guidance. Okay, before I let you go, there is one thing I desperately need to warn you about. This is the mistake that will undo everything I just taught you, and I promise you, almost 4 out of 10 people over 65 watching this right now are making this mistake every single day. That little heartburn pill you take every morning, omeprazole, Prilosec, Nexium, Protonix, Prevacid. They're called proton pump inhibitors, PPIs, and they are one of the most commonly prescribed drugs in the world. Here's what nobody told you. These pills don't just block stomach acid, they block the channels in your intestines, called TRPM6 channels, that your body uses to absorb magnesium. Remember the garden hose I talked about earlier? The PPI is like someone putting a padlock on the faucet. You can eat all the spinach and pumpkin seeds in the world, but if that channel is blocked, the magnesium never gets in. A major analysis of over 131,000 patients found that PPI users had 71% higher odds of dangerously low magnesium. The FDA has issued a formal safety warning about it, and nearly half of all PPI use in seniors isn't even medically necessary. So what do? Talk to your doctor about whether you still need that PPI. Many seniors can safely switch to a milder option called an H2 blocker, like famotidine, which is Pepcid, that doesn't destroy magnesium absorption the same way. And if you must stay on a PPI, ask for regular magnesium level testing. Your cramp-fighting foods deserve a fair chance to work. So remember, the Cramp Buster Tonic in the morning, the Golden Sleep Elixir and stretches at night, and check your medicine cabinet for that hidden magnesium thief. Start tonight. Your body will thank you by morning. Now, to protect your circulation and keep blood flowing to those legs for years to come, you need to watch what I prepared for you right here on your screen. I'll see you there.